Alright, what's going on today, guys? Ratchet Wrenches is back for another tutorial. We got the 2019 F-150 EcoBoost back from the dead. We had to re-put these back in just earlier because the body shop put the stock ones in, so we had to put them back in. But yeah, we're gonna do a blow-off valve. So it's gonna give it a little more sound compared to the stock one, which is gonna be nice. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to us already, please subscribe. We're trying to get 1K. We want to get a project car. Without further ado, let's get into it. First step, let's get this engine cover off. It's two 10mm bolts right there. And right. They're actually nuts, not bolts. Right off. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is take this line off right here to there, because you're gonna replace that with something different. So first thing first, this green tab you'll pull up on. So we're gonna take it out of these little connectors, and then there's a melted plastic on there. You're gonna want to cut that off. So I'm just gonna cut a little line right across there. Just gotta be careful to not cut the hose. Alright, so we just put a line through it with the knife, and this should just in theory, pull right off. Alright, so we gotta get this little support bracket off. It's held on by a 15mm here and a 15mm down here, and we'll just take those out and that will drop, and it'll give us easier access. So now we got the shield out of the way, and we just have this little intercooler just kind of hanging on by these two connectors here and then up here. So you could go either way. We're going to take off this charge pipe first. There's a little seal clip right there. We get a flathead, kind of pry that out. You can just wedge it in there, get up under it, and pry it out. If I could get it, it's just a hard angle. It'd be nice if we had a floor jack, but we don't. That's why we need a shop. Okay.
It's getting cut out.
Alright, so we got that little clip out of the charge pipe, so that will get disconnected. And then there's two little couplers here. They're either 7mm or you could use a flathead. I'm just gonna use a flathead because I'm right here. Disconnect them. And then this will fall, so be careful. You don't want it to, fall on your face. All right, so I got these loose, these little clamps. Now these should just pop right off. And then I'm gonna do the top one. And then this thing's gonna kind of fall down a little bit on this side, obviously, because everything's a little loose. So the next thing we gotta do, since I took that clip out, this charge pipe should come off, but it's, once again, I'm on a hard angle. I'm gonna put the light down. Okay, so I got the charge pipe out. Now we're gonna take the whole intercooler down. So there's a connection up here. Yeah, be careful, it's gonna be a little oily, obviously. There's a connection up here that goes to the previous like blow-off valve, or whatever, bypass valve. And it's just one of those little connections. You just undo. Okay, and then this is gonna fall down. This harness for the connector. Alright, so now that I got this pretty much hanging on, the only thing that's holding it in place is this wires connected to, I don't know if you can see it, but up on the back side of this intercooler, so we kind of got to pry it out. It's usually in by a push clip. Yeah, I can feel it. It's a push clip. So alright, so we got the intercooler down. We got these two white clips went into this housing. You'll see there's little holes. It was easy to get those out with a flathead. You just kind of pry them away. But now that we got the intercooler down, we'll take it out and we'll show you guys how to install the blow-off valve. Alright guys, so now that we got it out of the car, we're going to take off the stock bypass valve. It's just an 8mm bolt and a turn. And I believe that is it. Just like that. Yeah. Simple. Look at the difference, man. I mean, obviously this is a blow-off valve and this is a bypass valve, so get that out of the way. Alright, so it's easier to pre-assemble this little bracket here. It's a 90-degree turn, and it's just an Allen key. They should give you an Allen key with it. Just tighten that down, and we'll get to the next step. Alright, so they give you an O-ring, put that there. Get this clamp, it's easier to just get it on now. And then you'll literally twist this. If I get it in the groove, around. And then this will line up with the original hole. and you'll use that original screw, the 8mm, hammer that on. And then next step is to attach this. Alright, so the next step we're going to do is put the blow off valve in. I gotta spread it apart to get it in there. And you're going to turn it downwards so it's facing the charge pipe a little bit, and then we'll tighten that up. Alright, the next step is to take this boost reference adapter, and you're going to put this for the hoses on the outsides and tighten those down. And then the middle one, if you have a boost gauge, you would use that, but since we don't, we're just going to plug it off. But to tighten these down, I'm just going to use this little screwdriver. Okay, and this is going to be an Allen key for this little plug. It's going to be hard to get started. That. Yeah, it's not going to go all the way in, so don't force it. It's just to sit snug like that. Before we get to the truck, we have two different hoses. We have a reinforced one and then a vacuum line. The reinforced one will go on the right hand side like this, and then you'll obviously have to use a clamp like that. Clamp that down, and then this one will go on this side, and then you're going to use a clamp as well. It's a different kind of clamp, so it's for a vacuum, and then we'll go install it. All right, so one last thing is this little important spring clamp goes through here, and once it gets on the truck, it will go over the adapter, so it will lock it in place. So just be careful not to forget that or lose that. Very important. It will lock it in place. Alright, so now that we got this all assembled, we're going to pretty much just hook it up. So where we took that hose off earlier in the beginning, we're just going to connect this one to it. And then that retaining clip that I told you about goes through, get it right there, and pushes in, and it locks in place now, so that thing ain't going anywhere. Alright, and then you're going to take the rest of the hose, run it onto the check valve, and I'm not tall enough, but you don't need a clamp on it because of the barbs on the plastic piece. Alright, so now the next step is to pretty much tuck this hose. We're going to have to kind of finesse it down to the bottom where the intercooler is going to be. Just got to be careful. You don't want to get it in the way of the belt or anything like that. There we go. Alright, and then we'll feed that through. Next step is to put the intercooler back on, and it's pretty much the same way it came off. We'll put that on and then we'll show you the next step. Alright, so we got the intercooler in the right place. Now we got the bracket. We're going to pretty much just put the bracket in place, and then we'll get to the next step. It's easy, just push it on these rubber grommets, and then don't forget is that 15mm, and we'll get it into place. So we took the hose that's coming down from up top. We're going to put it on this little attachment right here, and it also has the clamp on it, so you have to tighten that down. Try to get a good angle on it. Okay, I need pliers right here, and then we'll tighten that down. And then next step is the last step. Okay, so now you have the wires from the previous bypass valve, so you're pretty much just going to put these on it. You keep getting handed tools. It's a check engine light cancellation, so it will help not throw a code because you have a connection that's not being connected. So what you're going to want to do is peel back some of this tape, and so you get a good grip on the wires. Alright, so we got the wires exposed. We're going to take this little clamp thing, put it in there, and we're going to take a plier to clamp down that side. Face it towards you so you guys can see. And then it clamps on. And then we'll do it on the same on the other side. So I got it clamped on. Now I'm just going to kind of tuck it away. You could take some electrical tape to wrap it all up and then just kind of tuck it away. and then get to the next step. All right, so that's a wrap for today's video. Obviously, I got to put the cover on. Those are those two 10mm nuts. And then this will wrap up the video. You're obviously gonna wanna make sure you start up, check for leaks by the intercooler. We already did that, so check. And then we'll show you guys some sound clips as we're doing rollers. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, it's pretty cheap. What was it, 300 bucks? Well, not cheap, but easy install that you can do yourself for a cooler sound, which we'll show you after. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.
That sounds good.
I'll figure it out.
All right.